Guys, this is the house I grew up in. I moved here when I was about 9 years old. And this is the house where I shaped my identity as a young man. Like a lot of the things that made Tim Buck who he is were formulated in this house. That's the room that my brother and I slept in. And those are the steps that I sat on when I talked to God for the first time, as a man. Like I was asking God for my prayer. I woke up on a Christmas morning, 11 years old. My mom had abandoned my brother and I once again. My grandmother had moved back in to keep us. And so I had my two aunts. I had three aunts in this room, and they had two kids. My grandma was on the back side. Me and my brother was in this room. And we got a Christmas tree in here, and it must be 50 presents under that tree. Now, our mom didn't took off. She's gone. So me and my brother, he gets up early in the morning, and he says, Tim, we don't have nothing. And I said, Gene, stop lying. And so I get up, I go in this room, everybody's still asleep, and I look under the tree, and literally there's no presents for my brother and I. And I have a nervous breakdown. And I came and I sat right here on these steps. And this is where I had my first meeting with God. I said, Lord, I was hurting so bad. As soon as I walk outside, I see kids flying up and down the road on bikes and, dirt bikes and all this stuff, and skates and everything. And I said, Lord, if you take this pain from me, I promise you, I will never ask anybody for anything else again. And this used to be a house right here where this single wide trailer is. That used to be a house. It was a little man named Mr. Little. He had a landscaping business. And I've been begging him for like a year and a half now to let me work, but he always tell me I was too little. And he was like 4'10". So I remember a week later, he came to the fence and he asked me if I wanted to work. And I said, yeah. So he's like, come around. And he let me come in his yard. He had a fence all the way around his house. And I come in there and he gives me the rake and a bicycle. And he tell me to where to go rake this lady's yard. So all during the winter, we're raking leaves and piling them up. And then when the spring came around, he started me cutting grass. And that put me on my journey of being self-reliant. But that moment could have crushed me. It could have made me bitter, could have made me resentful, could have made me just choose the streets because, literally there's a nightclub right behind the house. So I had full access to whatever the streets had to offer. Just all I had to do was go out of my